Oliver Springs boys against the Harriman boys in what Coach Stan Ballard calls the most important game of his career. A victory tonight seals at least a share of the district crown with Scott County if Oliver Springs were to be victorious. Recapping the girls' game, Oliver Springs lost by a final of 70-57 to Harriman, and that drops them to 4th place in the district. They'll be playing off against Rockwood for the final spot in the regional tournament. The first 3 teams in Region 7AA are automatically given a berth in the regional tournament, which will be played in Cookeville this year. The district tournament is in Rockwood, and we'd certainly want to have all the fans come out to Rockwood this year and see the district tournament, see 2 great teams play. Oliver Springs Lady Cats, although they lost tonight, they have beaten Harriman this year. They beat Lenore City, a good team. They're kind of an up-and-down team, so they could start streaking at any time. And what a wonderful time would it be for them to really get hot about district tournament. All right, let's go with the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Harriman Blue Devils, number 4, Talon Seiler. Number 10, Jonathan Borum. Number 24, Matt Laud. Number 30 is Mitch Doherty. And number 32, the premier player probably on Harriman's team, is Cedric Holmes. Now the starting lineups for the Oliver Springs Bobcats. Number 14 is Paul Shepard. Number 22 is Tony Ingram. 32 is Chris Lawson. Number 40 is Andrew Walls. And number 42 is Keith Ringley. Again, Oliver Springs, this is senior night at Oliver Springs, so Oliver Springs was starting all seniors. I know the starting lineup sounds a little different than normal. Normally you would see Travis Williams and Mark Wedby probably starting, but due to senior night, we want to let all the seniors start. It's their last game here. And again, this is one of the biggest games probably in Oliver Springs high school boys basketball in recent memory. This is the defending AA state champion Harriman Blue Devils. Very much depleted from last year. They lost Copeland, a couple other great players, Mark Boyd. But still, once a team gets a championship edge, they always have that edge. But the first meeting between these 2 teams went to overtime with Oliver Springs winning by 4. Kind of one of those victories where Coach Ballard felt like that Lady Luck was on his side, because with 2 seconds left in that game, I believe it was Cedric Holmes who missed both free throws at the end of the game that sent it into overtime, where Oliver Springs eventually won the game. They're now introducing the Oliver Springs starting lineup with a little bit of a Top Gun background music. Oliver Springs definitely got some big Top Guns on the team. I'll tell you what, you can really feel the electricity here. They call this place the Rage in the Cage, and if you look around, it's standing room only. Not a seat to be found. In fact, I'm standing. So we're definitely ready to go. See a lot of people here tonight, different schools. See some Coalfield Jackets, some Carnes people here. A lot of people coming down to see this team, which most feel should be ranked in the top 10 in the state. You got some teams ahead of them. The 6-5 losses, 4. By calculations, Oliver Springs has the 4th best record in AA right now, but are not ranked. They are very far behind. They've only gotten 6 votes. A couple of teams like Obion County, who received a first place vote with 6 losses. The voting system really needs to be rehauled as far as voting on AA and AAA, all the polls in the high school state of Tennessee. All right, we're about set for the opening tip. It will be Ringley against Holmes. A good little matchup. I'm sure they'll be guarding each other most of the night. Both players are the premier players on their respective teams. The referees are set, and we are underway. The tip goes back to Borum. Borum brings it across the timeline, guarded by Shepard. Shepard, tough defense, brings the ball out to Laud. Laud over to Doherty. Doherty back to Borum. Borum dribbles left, spins. Maybe held the ball a little bit there. Over to Seiler. Seiler back over to Doherty. Doherty inside Holmes. Stolen away by Shepard. Shepard to Ringley for an open layup. Oh, and he's fouled from behind. Ringley fouled after a wide open. Maybe Ringley was going for a dunk there. I don't know, but But Harriman comes in with the hard foul. The foul was on number 30, Mitch Doherty, his first, team first. Ringley at the line for 2 shots, nails the first one. Ringley at the line for his second. It's up and good. Automatic from that line. Ringley's a very good free throw shooter. Inbounds to Doherty. Doherty going in for the drive. Ringley in his face. Ball rebounded by Lawson. Lawson out to Shepard. Shepard brings it across the timeline. Shepard playing very well as of late. Passes the ball across to Walls. Walls dribbles. Sets up the play. And he looks to Shepard. Shepard over to Ingram. Ingram setting up the play. Ingram bounce pass to Walls. Walls thinks about the 3. Doesn't. Tries to get into Ringley. Ringley back to Ingram. Ingram bounce pass out. Back out to the top to Shepard. Shepard over to Ingram. Ingram with a shot. And it's rejected by Cedric Holmes. Maybe a little statement there by Holmes. I mean, the word is on Holmes, he can jump out of the gym. And I wouldn't mind saying that. Get him out of here. Shepard inbounds the ball to Walls. Walls back up top to Ingram. Ingram sets up the play, calls by Ballard. Coach Stan Ballard. Ingram bounce pass to Shepard. Shepard back over to Ingram. To Ringley. Back to Ingram. He looks inside to Shepard, fakes it. Nice pass. No look. Ringley misses the layup. Gets his own rebound, misses again. Rebound by Laud. Laud out to Borum. Borum brings up the floor. Dribbles left, inside. Miss. Rebound Lawson to Shepard. Shepard brings it across the line. Stops, looks to Ringley. Ringley fakes the pass back to Shepard. Cross. Out top to Ingram. Ingram gets ready for the play. Coach Stan Ballard calls the play over to Andrew Walls. Walls back to Shepard. Shepard dribbles. Passes to Ingram. Ingram dribbles, loses the ball, and Seiler from Harriman knocks it out of his hands. It'll be Oliver Springs retaining the ball, side front court. Lawson to inbound. Lawson inbounds to Ingram. Ingram. Oh, and gets the ball knocked out of his hand by Laud. And Laud maybe hit Ingram there. No call, but anyway, Lawson inbounds to Shepard over to Ingram. Ingram sets up the play. Over to Shepard. Shepard to Lawson. They playing a little Walls for 3. It's up and nothing but the bottom of the net, baby. Oh, yeah. That was beautiful. Oliver Springs 5, Harriman nothing. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left, first quarter. Oliver Springs putting on the full court pressure. Ringley knocks it away from Holmes. Holmes never saw him coming. Ringley is really playing tough. He's probably one of the best defensive players, better defensive player on the team, him and Andrew Walls. Both play hard defense. The whole team plays hard defense. Very defensive, coordinated team. Oh, and the foul's on Walls for, I'm not sure, a push. That's his first, team first. So Harriman will have the ball, side court, with Seiler to inbound to Borum. Borum is also the Harriman High School starting quarterback. Borum brings it up, guarded by Shepard. Borum over to Seiler. Seiler guarded by Ingram, drives on Ingram. Walls collapses. And the block is called, and the basket is good by Seiler. Foul is on Walls, his second. That's a little trouble. He's got 2 quick ones. Of course, Oliver Springs does have a very deep bench. Some players sit on the bench now that normally start, so if the players get in foul trouble, they're still okay. But Andrew Walls is definitely a big gun for the team. Seiler puts up the free throw. It's good. 5-3. Oliver Springs with the lead. Lawson inbounds to Shepard. Shepard back over to Lawson. Lawson looks to Shepard. Shepard brings it across the line to Ringley for the layup. It's good. Beautiful. They're really breaking that press up. Harriman never got a double team on him. Harriman brings it up the floor. Maybe a walk there, but no call. Seiler gets the ball back over to Doherty. Doherty out to Borum. Borum, top of the key. Shepard guarding him. Very tight over to Doherty. Doherty looking low. Can't pass. Guarded by Lawson. Lawson out to Seiler. Guarded by Ingram. Ingram real close to him. Maybe he should back off a little, give him a little room. Looking for Holmes, of course. That's their premier player. Borum with a dribble pass. Ringley maybe altered his shot a whole lot. Ringley is one of the leaders in blocks probably in the district. Ringley brings it, stops, turns around back to Lawson. Lawson out the Walls to Shepard. Back to Walls. Nice pass. Beautiful passing team. Walls out to Lawson. Lawson across to Ingram. Ingram dribbles. Passes across court to Walls. Walls back out to Ingram again. To Lawson for the 3. It's up and no good. Shepard goes to the rebound, but it comes down by Harriman. Doherty. Doherty back to Borum. Borum brings it up the floor. He sets the play. Guarded by Shepard. Shepard almost gets the steal. Oh, Mr. Ringley said, sir, don't bring this back in here again. Andrew Walls brings up the court. Charge on Walls. That's his third. He will be sitting. Travis Williams and Nick Bashota coming in for Oliver Springs, replacing Ingram and Walls. Walls with 3 fouls already. Oliver Springs with 3 fouls. All 3 have been called on Walls so far. Oliver Springs leads 7-3. Harriman with the ball. Matt Laud to inbounds. Laud out to Seiler. Seiler brings it up the floor. Seiler across the court, guarded by Shepard. Steals the ball. Shepard stops, pops, drains it. 9-3, Oliver Springs, 3 minutes, 54 seconds left to go first quarter. Harriman tries to inbound, can't find anyone. Ball's almost stolen again. Harriman brings it up. Out to Seiler. Seiler over to Doherty. Laud over to Seiler, into Holmes, inside Ringley with good defense, but Holmes is going to score most time on that. Lawson inside to inbounds the ball to Shepard. Shepard brings it up the floor. Shepard past the timeline to Travis Williams. Williams bounce pass to Shepard. Back to Williams. Looks for the 3. Nope. Good pass. Over to Lawson. Lawson passes it back to Williams. Almost loses it. Back out to Shepard. Shepard over to Bashota. Bashota back to Shepard. Bashota is an exchange student from Croatia playing tonight. Williams gets the ball back out to Shepard. Shepard. Jump ball is called. Jump ball is called. Oliver Springs retains possession. Possession arrow now will go to Harriman. Oliver Springs substitutes. Jonathan Green coming in for Paul Shepard. And that's number 33. Mark Wedby coming in for Nick Bashota. For Harriman, Josh Bennett, Talon Seiler, Cedric Holmes, Bobby Phillips are in the game. Travis Williams gets the ball back. Jonathan Green back to Williams. Williams drives down low, stops, shoots. Holmes got a little finger on it. Wedby gets the rebound, puts it in. 11-5. Oliver Springs has a 6-point lead with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first period. Harriman runs the ball up. Bennett with the charge. Charge taken by Lawson. And he's definitely improved his game in that area lately. Lawson takes the charge. For Bennett, that's his first foul. Team second foul for Harriman. Travis Williams brings the ball to the floor, the freshman. Very good freshman, will be around hopefully 3 more years. Brings it up, fakes the pass, walks. Definitely walked. Yes, sir, you did. Maybe a little freshman error, but it's okay. Oliver Springs playing very tough defense so far. Harriman only scored 5 points in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. 5 minutes plus. Stolen away by Wedby. Wedby to Williams. Williams shoots, and he off the front iron. Lawson over the back on Phillips. So for Lawson, that will be his first foul. Team fourth. Harriman will inbounds the ball, backcourt. Coming to my right, up the floor. Inbound to Bennett. Bennett brings it up the floor, stops, over to Seiler. Having a little problems getting across the timeline, making it across. Seiler brings it up. Out to Phillips. Phillips tries to get it in to Laud. Stolen away almost by Oliver Springs. Got it back. Seiler retains the ball. Guarded by Jonathan Green. He dribbles. Nice pass to Laud. Laud scores. Cuts it to 4. Oliver Springs by 4. Brings the ball up. Jonathan Green to Travis Williams. Back to Green. Green on the wing. Williams gets ready to set the play up. Over to Lawson. Lawson down to Wedby. Wedby loses the ball. Seiler comes up with it. Maybe another walk there. I don't know. Hard to tell from this vantage point. Bobby Phillips has the ball. Passes out to Bennett. Bennett across the floor to Laud. Laud looking for someone. Passes it inside to Phillips, and he is fouled and makes the shot. It cuts the Oliver Springs lead down to 2. 11-9. The foul is on Lawson, his second, team fifth. A couple of Oliver Springs players now in a little bit of foul trouble. He's got Lawson with 2, Andrew Walls with 3, who's sitting on the bench. Looks like Shepard's going to come back in. I'm not sure who he'll replace. Probably Lawson. And yes, that's true. He does replace Lawson. Lawson with 2 fouls will sit. Lawson's played some good defense, hit a couple shots, and Harriman at the line. Bobby Phillips to complete the 3-point play cuts the Oliver Springs lead to 1 with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Shepard brings the ball up the court, past the timeline. Over to Jonathan Green. Green passes back to Shepard. Seiler almost gets it. Shepard to Wedby. Back to Shepard. Shepard back to Wedby. Wedby spins. Can't find anyone. Williams out to Shepard. Thinks about the three. Takes it back to Wedby. Shepard for three from the corner. No good. Rebound Harriman. Phillips. Phillips tries to push it up the court to Holmes. Ringley gets his hands on it. Great defense. You don't want Holmes to get that ball in the open court like that. He'll definitely put it in. So Harriman will have the ball. Backcourt underneath their own basket almost. Seiler to inbounds. Seiler, little screen set by Harriman. Holmes comes around. Can't find anyone, and he inbounds it to Phillips. Phillips drives to his right. Back out to Laud. Laud for the shot. No good. Rebound Wedby. Wedby. Shepard. Shepard brings it up the court. Finds Ringley. Ringley spins. Fakes. Tries to fake Holmes out. Gets it up and in. It's good. Oliver Springs leads by 3. Harriman inbounds to Laud. Laud back to Seiler. Seiler bringing it up the floor. He's going to get double teamed. Rebound Shepard. Shepard steal. Nice touch pass to Green. Green brings it up, decides to wait. 1-on-2 is not a good situation to go for a basket. Gets it back out to Shepard. Shepard to Green. Green gets it back to Shepard. It's time to set up a play here. Fowler calls the play. Shepard sets it up. Nice pass inside to Wedby. He's fouled. Fouls on Harriman, Bobby Phillips. That will be Harriman's 3rd foul, and I think that's Phillips' first foul. Yes, it is. With Oliver Springs leading 13-10, 16 seconds left. My guess is they will probably go for the last shot. Green inbounds to Williams, back to Shepard. Shepard over to Green for 3. It's up and nothing but net. Oliver Springs leads by 6. Harriman inbounds to Seiler. Seiler brings up the floor. 4 seconds left. I don't think he realizes how much time's left. Phillips, no, they did not know how much time was left. Well, we'll give you the score here. It's Oliver Springs 16, Harriman 10 after 1 period. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Okay, we're back ready for the start of the second quarter. Oliver Springs leads by 6. Maybe didn't play as well as they could have. They could really have a bigger lead than they do, but let's all just be glad they do have the lead. Harriman not really playing too bad themselves. All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. Seiler inbounds the ball to Phillips. Phillips brings it up the court. Guarded by Shepard. Past the timeline. Phillips. Phillips bounce pass to Bennett. Bennett looking for Holmes. Can't find him. Guarded very strongly by Craig Price. Craig Price, I believe, is a freshman, is guarding Holmes really well. Holmes is getting a little frustrated. Harriman back to Bennett. Holmes for the shot. It's up. No good. Craig Price goes for the rebound. Gets fouled by Holmes. That's Harriman's 4th. That's his 1st. And we need to get a few more on him. So with Oliver Springs leading by 6, they bring it up the floor. Shepard. Shepard brings it past the timeline slowly. Comes across to Green, almost throws it away. Green back to Shepard. Shepard with Travis Williams. Back to Jonathan Green. Trying to look inside for Craig Price. Can't get it in. Jonathan Green looks for the 3. Nope, decides better of it. Green falls down, gets the ball to Shepard. Back over to Chuck Jones, who just entered the game. Back to Williams, back to Jones. Back to Williams again. Williams thinks about the 3, doesn't. Shepard has the ball. Over to Green. Green to Shepard. Shepard goes inside to Price, to Green on the wing. Thinks about a 3 again. Williams, nice pass to Jones. Of course, I don't think Jones wants to really shoot this with Holmes down there, and it gets rejected. But it wasn't by Holmes. Hey, it was by Laud. Laud rejects Jones. So Harriman with the ball. Seiler drives, shoots, and misses. Seiler gets his own rebound, and he gets fouled. I'm not sure about who. There were 3 Oliver Springs players inside there. Fouls on Craig Price, and Seiler will be at the line for 2 shots. For Price, that is his 1st foul. Oliver Springs is 6th. Seiler at the line for 2 shots. First one up and no good. Seiler gets ready for a second. Holmes with a few words for the official there. Seiler shots up, good. Leads 5, Oliver Springs leads by 5. Jones inbounds to Shepard. Shepard brings it up the floor past the timeline. Shepard inside to Jones, out to Williams. Williams fakes, stops, dribbles, stops again. Back to Shepard. Over to Jones on the inside. Seiler saw that one coming. He read that one all the way. Seiler steals it, brings it up the floor. And dribbles to right. Over to Phillips. Phillips back to Seiler. Seiler trying to look into Shepard. They're collapsing, kind of like they did on Fuqua in the girls' game, collapsing down on him. Steal the ball, thrown away by Phillips. And Holmes getting a little frustrated with his fellow players. Williams fakes, stops, passes. No basket. Foul, I believe, is on Seiler of Harriman. If so, no, it's on Laud. And we are at a timeout. Harriman calls a timeout with the score Oliver Springs 16, Harriman 11. All right, we're back. 5 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. First half, Oliver Springs leading by 5, 16-11. Oliver Springs to inbound the ball after the foul on Laud of Harriman. That's Harriman's 5th foul. Again, 6 for Oliver Springs. Oliver Springs with Jonathan Green to inbounds. Green inbounds to Williams. Williams over to Shepard. Shepard sets up the play. Over to Green. Green dribbles left. Dribbles some more. Spins around to his right. Passes it back to Williams. Williams outside. Stops at the top of the key. Back to Green. Green thinks about the three. Doesn't shoot. Over to Williams. Williams double teamed. And he walks. Well, walking call on Williams. That's his second walking call of the game, I believe. Harriman substitutes. Laud sits, and Mitch Doherty comes back into the game. Doherty to inbound. Looks for Seiler. Inbounds it to Seiler. Dribbles past Shepard. Nice fake. Oh, beautiful pass to Bobby Phillips, and they score. Oliver Springs leads by 3. Shepard brings it up the court. Shepard stops, passes it over to Green. Green looks back over to Williams. Williams over to Shepard. Looking for Craig Price into Chuck Jones. Jones scores. Oliver Springs back up by 5. Holmes to inbounds. Can't find anyone. Williams almost steals it from Borum. Borum brings it up the floor to Doherty. Doherty back up top to Holmes. Holmes with the George Gervin look there with the socks pulled up real high. Out to Borum. Borum to Seiler. Seiler back out to Borum. Guarded closely by Williams. Almost stolen by Green. Green playing tough. Back out to Phillips. Phillips to Seiler. Down to Holmes on the post. Back out to Seiler. He tries a 3. Oh, man. He walked a country mile and didn't get called. Oh, well. Oliver Springs gets the ball. Maybe a little bit of a payback call there. Ball might have been out of bounds on Oliver Springs, but nevertheless, it is Oliver Springs' fault. Oliver Springs substitutes. Mark Wedby comes back into the game for Chuck Jones. Jonathan Green and Paul Shepard are out. Tony Ingram and Chris Lawson and Andrew Walls all come back into the game. Travis Williams will also sit. Ingram brings the ball up to Walls. Walls dribbles right. Over to Lawson. Lawson over to Ingram. Ingram dribbles left. Spins around, back to Walls. Walls with an open 3, decides not to take it. Passes it back to Ingram. Ingram over to Lawson. Lawson drives inside, gets double teamed. Can't find anyone, he gets it knocked away from him. Struggle for the ball, jump ball. Oliver Springs retains possession on the arrow. So the arrow will now go back over to Harriman. Oliver Springs inbounds, Wedby into Ingram. Ingram gets the play from Coach Stan Ballard. Ingram dribbles right. Looking to Lawson, passes over to Lawson inside court. Lawson looks back for Ingram, dribbles back to Ingram. Ingram dribbles, stops, gets it back to Lawson. Back to Ringley on the inside. Nice pass to Walls, and he never saw it coming. I don't think Andrew ever saw it coming. Nevertheless, Phillips brings it up the court, back to Borum. Borum gets ready to set up a play. Here comes in Wedby, guarding Doherty. Doherty tries to pass the ball across court, gets it over to Borum. Borum drives, shoots, layup, good. Nice drive. Oliver Springs lead is now 3. They're bringing up the court with Ingram. Past the timeline. Ingram passes to Lawson. Lawson looking inside maybe to Walls. No. Walls comes out, gets the ball. Looks back to Lawson. Lawson back to Walls. He's got a 3. If he wants to take it, he takes it, and it's no good. Rebound Seiler. Seiler brings it up the floor. Over to Borum. Borum guarded by Lawson. Very tight. Lawson, a great defensive player. Over to Doherty. Doherty back to Holmes. Over to Seiler, fouled by Ingram. Oh, Foul is on Harriman. Seiler with a push. He pushed off to get that good position he had. I was wondering how he had such good position. Nevertheless, Wedby to inbound the ball to Shepard. Shepard brings the ball up the floor. Past the foul line. Ballard has a little words of encouragement there for Lawson. Shepard brings the ball up to Walls. Walls fakes the pass back to Shepard. Shepard inside to Wedby. Wedby back out to Shepard. Backcourt violation. Nope. Shepard, beautiful save to Williams. Williams inside to Walls. Walls drives. Puts it up. No good. Holmes with the rebound. He definitely made that ball go the wrong way. Jonathan Bourne brings it up. Tries to pass inside to Doherty. Doherty gets it. Spins around with 4 people guarding him. Holmes gets the pass. Puts it in. Oliver Springs lead is now 1. Shepard brings the ball up the court. Past the timeline. Shepard looking for someone, anyone. Get the ball. There you go. Wedby back to Shepard. Shepard passes to Williams. Williams out to Shepard. Shepard over to Walls. Walls with the ball back to Shepard. Back to Walls. Back to Shepard. I'll get a little back and forth action going here. Nice oop play to Walls, and he puts it in. He puts it home. Oliver Springs goes back up by 3 with 1 minute 55 seconds left to go in the half. Oliver Springs leads 20-17. Seiler brings it up to Doherty. Doherty looks for the bounce pass back to Seiler. Can't make it. Borum fakes the 3. Back out to Phillips. Phillips back to Seiler. Seiler gets the play set up and ready to go. Guarded by Shepard. Seiler passes the ball to Doherty. Doherty trying to look for Borum. Can't pass. Seiler has the ball top half court. Brings it outside to Borum. Borum guarded by Williams. Dribbles right. Dribbles back to the left. Passes the ball back out to Doherty. Doherty to Holmes. Top of the key. I don't think he'll shoot out there. Ringley guarding him. Holmes puts up a wild shot. Misses. Guarded but blocked by Ringley. Holmes gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. And Oliver Springs leads by 1 again. 20-19. 1 minute left. 1 minute 5 seconds left in the half. Shepard has the ball out to Williams. Williams for the 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Oliver Springs up by 4. Harriman inbound. Borum almost gets stolen by Williams. Knocks it back out of bounds. Harriman inbounds again. Okay, got some substitution comes in. Oliver Springs. Lawson comes back in for Andrew Walls. So Harriman to inbound the ball with Doherty against a full court press. Looks for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Holmes. Holmes. Wide open court. He brings it up the floor. Looks over to Phillips. Phillips picks it up. Maybe Lawson got a hand on it there. Wedby gets the rebound over to Shepard. Shepard pushes the ball up the floor hard. Stops, pops, shoots. Rattles in and out. Ringley gets a hand on it. Holmes maybe a little irritated that people are grabbing down there at him, but no call nonetheless. Harriman brings the ball up the floor with Borum dribbling against Williams. Borum, out to Seiler, guarded by Shepard. Seiler dribbles over back to Doherty. Doherty to Borum. Borum dribbles left, passes back out to Doherty to Seiler. Seiler's held the ball held there. 5 seconds. Should have been 5. Yeah, 5 second call. Great call. 5 seconds. Turn the ball over to Oliver Springs. Oliver Springs has the ball with a 4-point lead. 7 seconds left to go in the half. Obviously, we'll be going for the last shot. Wedby inbounds the ball to Shepard. Shepard brings it up the floor. Stops. Passes the ball into Wedby. Wedby fakes up. Almost goes in. Well, it's halftime. Very quick half played. Halftime at the Rage in the Cage. It's Oliver Springs 23, the Harriman Blue Devils 19. And we'll be back in just 1 minute. All right, we're back with 1 minute left. Getting ready for the second half. Scores Oliver Springs 23, Harriman 19. Harriman, which has only led at one time, which was 2-0. It's been very much a defensive struggle thus far. Not very many fouls called. The fouls were 6 against Oliver Springs, and Harriman had 5 for the first half. So I definitely expect another defensive struggle second half, and maybe Oliver Springs can hold this lead and come out of here with a huge, huge victory. We also want to remind you that the district tournament is in Rockwood, and the regional tournament will be in Cookeville. The Oliver Springs boys have already assured themselves a spot in that regional tournament. We are definitely hoping for a #1 spot. We want to have all of you fans come out for most of the games. I know Cookeville's a long drive, but this team, they played well all year, and they definitely deserve your support. So we're ready to go in the second half. Starting lineup for Oliver Springs will be Whidbey, Ringley, Lawson, Williams, and Walls. That's mainly their normal starting lineups. For Harriman, you got Borum, Holmes, Seiler, Doherty, and Phillips. Phillips, the only non-starter of the game. Borum brings the ball, passes over to Phillips, across to Doherty. Doherty looking for Holmes. They know Oliver Springs will collapse on Holmes almost every time he gets the ball. Double, triple teaming. Ball out to Borum. Borum over to Seiler. Seiler guarded by Lawson. Seiler passes the ball back out to Borum. Borum sets up the play. Borum spins around on Williams. Out to Seiler. Seiler guarded by Lawson. Lawson, like I said, trying to get it back into Holmes, but can't. And Holmes is fouled. Foul is on Whidbey. Non-shooting foul. Seiler will take the ball out. Seiler with the ball to inbounds. Sets a pick. Holmes goes up top. Borum comes down low. Pass out to Phillips. Phillips dribbles right. Inside on Walls. Puts the ball high up off the glass. Misses. Walls brings the ball up court. Hurrying up. Almost had a 3-on-2, but Harriman caught up. To Lawson, back out to Williams. Williams back over to Walls. Walls. Probably going to, he passes the ball back out to Williams. Williams over to Lawson. Back to Williams. Over to Lawson again. Fakes. Nice fake. Over Holmes. No good. Walls with the rebound, dribbles out to Williams for three. Good. He drains it. Beautiful shot by Travis Williams, the freshman. That makes Oliver Springs lead up to 7. That's the key to a game coming out strong in the second half. Any sport, football, anything, you come out strong, and you're going to be victorious most of the time. Harriman with the ball. Seiler over to Borum. Borum thinks about the 3, fakes, shoots, pops, stops, shoots, no good. Rebound Ringley. Ringley to Walls. Walls brings it up past the timeline. Walls passes to Lawson. Lawson back to Walls. Up top to Ringley, who's kind of been a non-factor this game. Ringley shoots. He's fouled. The foul will be on number 10, Jonathan Borum. 2 shots for Ringley, who is an excellent free throw shooter. That's Jonathan Borum's first foul. So we're getting ready for the free throws here by Ringley. Ringley with 2 shots. Dribbles, sets, shoots. No good. Guess maybe I cursed him a little bit there. Okay, maybe he's not a good free throw shooter. Maybe he'll hit this one. Ringley sets, shoots. No good. Well, I think I jinxed him. Nonetheless, Oliver Springs up by 7. Seiler with the ball, brings it across the timeline, guarded by Williams. Seiler passes the ball out to Phillips. Phillips looking, passes back to Seiler. Seiler guarded by Williams. Over to Laud. Laud back in the game. Over to Phillips. Phillips. Back to Laud, guarded by Lawson. Lawson. Stripped by Whidbey. Over to Lawson. Lawson brings it down the floor. And he's fouled. And that foul will be on Harriman. Number 20 is Bobby Phillips. That's his, I believe, that's his first foul. Team second foul of the half. Ball's passed into Williams. Williams over to Ringley. Fakes the 3. Gets Phillips up in the air. Passes back out to Williams. Almost 3. Off to Lawson for 3. No good. Boy, that brought the house down. Whidbey with the rebound. Strong back to the hole, and it's good. Oliver Springs leads by 9. Come out with a little pressure here, Oliver Springs. Doherty dribbles the ball up on Whidbey. Almost double teamed to Seiler. Seiler dribbles and shoots it over Walls. Cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. I think it's a football score there for a minute. But we are playing basketball. Williams dribbles the ball up the court. Passes the ball out to Lawson. Lawson looks. Can't pass it inside to Whidbey. Dribbles back out. Cross court to Williams. Williams for 3. Good. Nothing but net. Oliver Springs opens up a big 10-point lead. Almost a steal. Kicked around. Almost stole. And Oliver Springs will not come up with it. Seiler gets it. No. Oliver Springs, I don't know what's going on here. Nonetheless, Oliver Springs, Seiler, you tell me, folks. You can figure it out. Go fish. Seiler with the ball. Harriman comes up with it after all that mess. Seiler dribbles. Passes out to Doherty. Doherty dribbles down low, puts a shot up. Rejected by Ringley. Again, sir, don't bring that shot in here because Mr. Ringley will make you pack your bags and take you to lunch. So Harriman with the ball. Seiler, almost easy layup there. but he didn't see the guy cutting inside. Seiler for three, good. Seiler drains the three, and Oliver Springs leads by 7. Williams brings up the floor. Williams fakes the pass. Looking for someone, almost gets into the ring, stolen away by Harriman. Harriman, well, Seiler puts it up, good. Seiler scored 5 straight. Harriman only cuts the lead down to 5. Oliver Springs brings up the floor. Williams sets the play. Looking for someone. He's getting double teamed as soon as he brings the ball across court. Walls with the ball. Passes over to Lawson. Lawson looking. Passes to Walls. Walls drives. Puts it up and in. Good. Oliver Springs leads by 7. Holmes looking for someone to pass it into. Gets it to Seiler. Seiler. Guarded by Williams. Dribbles. Up the court. Side court. Gets double teamed. Ringley with the steal. And you can go ahead and count this. Put it in the bank. Layup good. Oliver Springs by 9. Pressure getting to Harriman a little bit here. Ball's into Laud. Laud double teamed. Into Doherty. Charge will be on Laud. Oliver Springs gets the ball. Substitution for Oliver Springs. Shepard comes in for Lawson. And also Chuck Jones will be coming into the game for the Bobcats, replacing Wedby. So we got Shepard, Walls, Williams, Ringley, and Chuck Jones in the game for Oliver Springs, leading by 9 with 3 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in the 3rd period. Walls dribbles, passes out to Shepard. Shepard cross court back to Walls, thought about a 3, didn't take it. Williams dribbles, pass to Shepard. Shepard inside to Jones. Jones sees Holmes, decides, well, I don't think I'll shoot this here, sir. Nice pass into Travis Williams, cutting down the lane. Oliver Springs by 11. Holmes brings the ball into Doherty. Doherty cross court to Seiler. Seiler holds up, guarded by Williams. Seiler passes the ball, throws it away. I don't think Harriman's disoriented right now. They've committed a lot of turnovers. I'm not sure they know what they're doing yet. I don't know. We'll see. Shepard brings it up the floor. Across the timeline. Passes the ball to Williams. Fakes over to Walls. Nice pass into Williams. Bounce pass. Fakes. Holmes up and in. Oliver Springs by 13, 39-26. Holmes complaining. I don't know what he's complaining about, but nonetheless, gets the ball up. Timeout, Harriman. And we'll take it with him. With the score, Oliver Springs 39, Harriman 26. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left, 3rd period. All right, we're back, and you can definitely feel a huge momentum swing going towards the Bobcats as they lead by 13 with 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd period. And they do have the ball, so they can build on this lead. Oh, excuse me, Harriman has the ball. I didn't know what was going on there for a second. Borum inbounds to Laud. Back to Borum. Borum dribbles. Williams guarding him. Spins. Back out to Phillips. Phillips tries the 3. Thinks about it. No. Try to get the ball to Holmes. Can't. Holmes off Holmes' hands. Out of bounds. Oliver Springs ball. Chuck Jones to inbounds. Jones to Shepard. Shepard walks it up the court. Cross half court. Ringley was wide open there for a good 2 seconds, but never saw him. Williams dribbles. Jones tries back door, doesn't get it. Back out to Walls. Walls to the top of the key. Looks to Shepard. Shepard has the ball. Looks to pass. Can't get rid of it. Jones cutting. Jones. Ooh. Mr. Holmes rejected that shot for him. Travis Williams pass out to Jones. Rejected again by Holmes. Holmes doing a little talking there, a little trash talk. But he's not got much to say right now with his team down by 13. So Phillips drives, shoots it up, no good, gets his own rebound, and gets the foul. Holmes does a little push, and the official just kind of lets him get away with it. I'm very surprised by that. I don't think if it was anybody else, that might not have happened. Holmes needs to move his way out of where he's at in his position. Foul, nonetheless, is on number 42 of Oliver Springs, Keith Ringley. His first, team second. At the line for Harriman is Bobby Phillips. Phillips with 2 shots, his team trailing by 13 points. Eyes the mark up and no good. Back of the iron. Chris Lawson comes in replacing Travis Williams. Williams comes out. Fantastic freshman player, Travis Williams. Contributed very well this year. And second shot for Harriman's up and no good. Terrible. Holmes puts it up and rejected by Lawson. All ball looked like Holmes doing some more trash talk, but that's part of the game, and it's not really bothering Oliver Springs too much. Nonetheless, the foul's on Lawson, his third, team third. Holmes will be at the line for 2 shots. Holmes for 2 shots. Takes his time, slowly puts it up, and no good. Harriman, not a very good free throw shooting team. I guess it shows here now. They've missed the last 4 in a row. Holmes at the line for a second. Up and good. Drains the drought there. So Oliver Springs leads by 12 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Third period. Shepard brings it up the floor past the timeline. Shepard dribbles left. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Nice pass to Lawson. Lawson out the Walls. Walls drives. Stops. Passes it back out to Lawson. Lawson to Shepard. Shepard dribbles left. Gets the ball to Ringley. Ringley out to Lawson. Lawson spins around, dribbles to his right. Out to Shepard. Shepard looks for the cutting. Lawson doesn't get him. Jones with a cut. And the basket. Oliver Springs by 14. Seiler takes the ball out to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Ringley. Back out to Seiler. Seiler brings it up the floor. Over to Holmes again. Over to Phillips for 3. Good. Oliver Springs leads by 11 with 45 seconds left to go in the third period. Shepard rings it up the floor past the timeline. Shepard sets the play up, spins to his left, passes to Lawson. Lawson looks over to Jones. Jones guarded by Seiler. Passes back over to Shepard, who is guarded by Borum. Shepard to Ringley, guarded by Cedric. And ball's knocked away. Lawson gets it back, puts it up and in. Good. Oliver Springs by 13, 20 seconds left to go, third quarter. Seiler has the ball. Over to Holmes. Holmes to Phillips. Doherty over to Seiler. Seiler drives, spins, double teamed by Jones and Lawson. Loses the ball, gets it back. Seiler, 8 seconds left to go, and he's fouled. The foul is on Chuck Jones. That's his first, team fourth foul of the half. Coming into the game is Craig Price for Ringley. And number 12, the defensive specialist, Ashley Hovater, comes in for Andrew Walls. So Phillips inbounds to Borum. Borum back to Seiler for a 3. No good. In and out. Shepard tries to heave it down for the last shot. And he misses. So with the score, Oliver Springs 43, Harriman 30. We'll be back with the final period in just 1 minute. All right, back for the deciding quarter. Oliver Springs leads by 13. Again, reiterating, a victory would give Oliver Springs at least a share of the district title with a 7-1 district record and 21-3 overall with a victory, but still 7 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the game. Oliver Springs with the ball. Lawson is fouled by Borum, who has a few words for the official. That's Borum's second foul, team fourth for Harriman. That's Wedby inbounding the ball to Ingram. Ingram in the game again. He passes the ball over on the wing to Lawson. Lawson stops, shoots, and hits the front of the iron. No good. Ball is foul. Foul over the back, foul on Oliver Springs' Craig Price. That's the team fifth foul. That's his second. And Ashley Hovater comes out of the game. It's replaced by Travis Williams. Holmes gets the ball up to Seiler. Seiler to Phillips. Phillips back out to Seiler. Seiler back to Phillips. Phillips drives, shoots, no good. Rebound, long rebound. Harriman ball. Knocked out of bounds by Ingram. So to inbound the ball for Harriman will be, looks like Doherty. Yes, it is. Doherty out to Phillips. Phillips looks to Borum. Borum has the ball. Fakes. Passes out to Seiler. Seiler with the ball. Tries to get into Cedric again. Ball. They're collapsing on Holmes. Cedric Holmes just cannot get the ball. He has been unheard of in this game. So Harriman with the ball. Knocked away by Oliver Springs. Seiler to inbounds. Play set up inside to Doherty. Doherty on the wing to Holmes. Top of the key. He's not going to shoot there. Holmes drives. Puts it up. Good. You can't let Holmes get away from you like that. He'll beat you every time. Oliver Springs lead cut to 11. Williams with the ball, puts the three up, and it's good, and that man was fouled. Williams strains a three, and he's fouled. Foul is on Mitch Doherty of Harriman. That's their fifth. Team fifth. And that is going to be Doherty's, I believe, second. We'll check that for you here in just one moment. So Williams at the line to complete a possible 4-point play. Yes, that is Doherty's second. Williams with a shot, no good. Rebound, Oliver Springs, Lawson. Harriman just not boxing out. Williams gets the ball to Lawson. Lawson back to Williams, over on the corner to Green. Green fakes the three, dribbles, double teamed. He looks behind him, he's got Wedby wide open. Wedby dribbles, stops, back to Green. Green dribbles to the left, back out to Williams. Williams, top of the key. Passes back out to Green. Green way outside, he's not going to shoot from there normally. Green dribbles, passes back to Lawson. Lawson over to Williams. Williams to Lawson. Foul, Seiler. He got his arm. Lawson. Foul by Seiler. That is Harriman's sixth foul, Seiler's second overall. Wedby to inbound the ball to Williams. Williams over to Green. Green passes back to Williams. Williams inside to Price. Misses the layup. Price gets his own rebound. Misses it again. Holmes fouled by Price. Okay, that's Price's third foul. Team sixth. Harriman gets the ball back court. That's actually, the foul was not on Price. It was on Wedby, his second. Harriman will inbound the ball with Laud replacing Doherty. Laud brings it into Seiler. Seiler across the court. Seiler over to Phillips with the three. No good, air ball. Rebound by Price, brings it up the court. Almost loses it, back to Williams. Williams to Price. Price dribbles, stops, back out to Green for the three. Nothing but the bank. Take it to the bank. Oliver Springs up by 17. Long pass to Phillips. Phillips puts up the shot. No good, but he's fouled. Blocking call against Oliver Springs. The block is on Wedby, his third foul. Oliver Springs overall seventh. So Harriman will be at the line for 1+1 for the next 5 minutes and 55 seconds, as will Oliver Springs. 1+1 for the next 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Oliver Springs playing very sharp second half. They were only up by 4 at halftime. They've opened it up to 17 at 49-32. Harriman at the line. Phillips shot, no good. In and out. Ringley back in the game, replaces Wedby. Wedby has 3 fouls. Ringley down low. Harriman getting ready for the second shot. Foul in the act. Good by Phillips. Lead is now 16. Price brings it into Williams. Williams dribbles it up the court. Past the timeline. Out to Green. Green to Lawson. Lawson dribbles right, dribbles down the middle of the lane, and he's fouled before he gets past the foul line. Foul's on Jonathan Borum. That's his third, and Oliver Springs will be at the line for 1+1. Oliver Springs is normally a very good free throw shooting team. I say normally because I jinxed them the last time I said something about him being a good free throw shooters. So we'll just see what happens. Lawson with a shot up and good. There's that good free throw shooting we like to see. Oliver Springs up by 17 again. Lawson for the bonus. Up and good. Beautiful shot. Nice shooting. Holmes passes long pass to Laud. Laud bounce pass to Phillips. Phillips shot up, missed the layup. Laud gets a rebound, missed again. Rebounded by Price. Price brings it up the floor. Normally not the guy you want to bring up the floor, I think. Good idea. Passes to Williams. Williams to Green. Wide open three. Bang! He hits it. Oliver Springs up by 21, and you can feel it, baby. It's hot in here now. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left. Oliver Springs by 21. Holmes with the ball. Puts a shot up. Good. Holmes is not going to miss when he's open like that normally. Cuts the lead to 19. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left. Williams out to Green. Thinks about another three. Fakes Phillips off his feet and gets the ball back to Williams. Williams to Price. Price back over to Green. Jonathan Green with the ball, spins. He's dribbling the ball. He's guarded by Phillips. Stops, gives the ball to Ringley. Ringley to Green. Green fakes the guy out. And, oh, it goes in and out. Good shot, good idea. He hits the backboard. Does everything right, but it just does not fall. Harriman with the rebound. Phillips up to Borum. Borum to Laud. Laud thinks about three, fakes Ringley. Shot up and no good. Holmes with the putback. Maybe over the back a little bit, but he puts it back in over Lawson. So Williams brings the ball up the court to Green. Green back to Williams. Williams looking for Ringley inside maybe, but with Holmes guarding him, maybe not. Williams dribbles right inside to Ringley. Puts a move on Holmes. Fakes him up and he's fouled. 2 shots. Foul is on Cedric Holmes. That's his second overall, team 8th foul. Chuck Jones comes back in for Chris Lawson. Mark Wedby sets down. And Andrew Walls comes back into the game. So Keith Ringley will be shooting 2 shots with Oliver Springs leading 54-37. First shot up and no good. Ringley is maybe having a Steve Hamer effect tonight. Missing a few free throws. Maybe it's a mental thing like Hamer. I don't know. Ringley's second one up and no good. Holmes with the strong rebound to Borum. Borum brings it up past the timeline. Borum spins. Brings it to Siler. Almost stolen away. Nice roll down to someone. Cedric Holmes gets the rebound, puts it in. Chuck Jones inbounds the ball to Williams. Williams across the court. Down to Jonathan Green. Green gets it back to Williams. Williams thinks about passing it over to Andrew Walls, but he is guarded. Williams dribbles left, down, looks to get it into Ringley, shoots. Williams shoots it up and good. Over Siler. Oliver Springs leads 56-39, 17-point lead, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this pivotal game. Ringley with the steal. Gets it to Jones. Actually, Jones knocked it away. Ringley just came up with it. Jonathan Green with the 3 ball, no good. Rebound Phillips. Phillips brings it up the court. Phillips over to Jonathan Borum. Back to Phillips for the 3 ball. No good. Bad shot. Ringley with the rebound. Gets it to Green. Green loses control. Gets it to Williams. Williams brings it past the timeline. Puts it up and no good. And the foul will be on Chuck Jones reaching in on Siler. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with this Travis Williams kid. He's only a freshman. He's going to be around for a few years. And I'll tell you, Oliver Springs has got a lot to look forward to in basketball. But let's look at this year right now, folks, because they've got a very good team. Very good team. So Harriman will be at the line shooting 1+1. Siler at the line. Dribbles, shoots, and rolls in and out. No good. Ringley with the rebound. Ringley fakes Holmes, dribbles it up the court. Oh, passes behind his back. No look pass, and Jones misses it. I'll tell you, I don't know if anybody in this league can guard Ringley. Holmes can't, because he just left his jockstrap back on half court somewhere. Nonetheless, Holmes has the ball, bringing it up the court. Holmes, not necessarily the guy you want bringing the ball up the court, wisely passes to Jonathan Borum. Borum tries to pass it over to Roy Boyd, who loses it out of bounds. But I believe Harriman will retain possession, and they will. Siler will inbound the ball. Inbounds it to Roy Boyd. Over to Cedric. Ringley steals it. No foul. Whoa, my Lord. Cedric Holmes knocks the ball away from Ringley. Ringley a little bit dismayed by the call. Nonetheless, Oliver Springs still leading by 17, 56-39. Walls inbound. Inbounds to Lawson. Lawson with the shot up and rolls in and out. Lawson with the rebound out to Shepard. Shepard puts a shot up and no good. Holmes with the rebound. Rebound to passes the ball out to Borum. Borum brings it across the timeline. Borum passes the ball to Josh Bennett. Bennett back to Borum. Over to Siler. Siler puts a 3 up and good. So Oliver Springs' lead is cut to 14 at 56-42 with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the ball game. Tony Ingram brings it across the line over to Shepard. Shepard over to Lawson. My guess is that Harriman will start fouling anytime. Lawson to Walls. Walls looking for Ringley. Can't get him. Passes the ball to Shepard. Shepard wide open. Puts a shot up and no good. Air ball. I think Shepard was too wide open that time. Didn't think he'd be that wide open. That kind of scared me too, I think. But anyway, Borum brings the ball up the court to Boyd. Boyd inside. Good. Oliver Springs leads by 12. 56-44. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ingram brings the ball up the court. Guarded by Bennett. Bennett fouls Ingram. Obviously, what Harriman's going to do now is start fouling the rest of the game, so we may be here for a while. Overall, 9th foul on Harriman. Ingram will be at the line for 1+1. That is Bennett's 2nd foul overall. Ingram at the line for 1+1. Dribbles, shoots, and good. A nice free throw shooting by Oliver Springs. Definitely want to see that down the stretch of the last 1 minute 43 seconds. Putting Oliver Springs up by 13 again. Ingram shoots and good. 14-point lead for the Cats. Harriman brings it up. Cedric Holmes into Jonathan Borum. Borum brings it past the timeline. Dribbles. Ingram guarding him. Passes the ball over to Bennett. They try to get into Cedric, but he's guarded by 4 people, so someone's got to be open. Bennett with the ball. Rebound by Ingram. Pushing it hard. Got a 2-on-2. He walks. Yes, sir, you walk. Harriman gets the ball on the turnover. Harriman, Jonathan Borum brings the ball into Seiler. Seiler brings it up the court. Seiler dribbles. Maybe looking for Roy Boyd. Can't get it to him. Guarded by Lawson. Back out to Holmes. Holmes over to Seiler. Looking for Boyd. Can't get it to him. Guarded by Lawson still. Great defense by Lawson. Denying the pass. Jonathan Borum puts a shoulder into Ingram. Gets the ball away, and the foul is on Walls. That's 9th foul overall by Oliver Springs. So Harriman will be at the line for 1+1. Josh Bennett shooting both shots. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to go in the ball game with Oliver Springs leading 58-44. The foul was actually on Shepard. That was his first. And as we can see here, Harriman puts the ball up and Bennett scores. If you look over here, Harriman has a lot of fans leaving. I guess they feel the game's over. Well, so do I. Bennett puts the 2nd shot up. Good. Oliver Springs by 12. Ball's into Ingram. They lose it. Bennett gets it. Bennett to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Ringley. And he misses the shot. Fouled by either Lawson or Ringley. Fouls on Ringley. So that's Oliver Springs' 10th foul overall. Puts Harriman in the automatic 2-shot bonus, but he was fouled in the act. For Ringley, that is his 1st foul, I believe. Holmes puts a shot up and good. Cuts the Oliver Springs lead to 11. Holmes for his 2nd. Shot is up and no good. Long rebound goes to Walls. Walls dribbles. Fouled by Seiler. I don't think Walls is the man you want to put that free throw line, but nonetheless, Harriman has no other choice. Oliver Springs will be shooting 2 from the rest for the final 56 seconds, leading by 11, 58-47. Obviously, Oliver Springs will not try to box out on any free throw misses because of the large lead. Walls puts it up and no good. Again, I guess I cursed him too. Walls for the 2nd. Up and good. Extends the lead to 12. Roy Boyd passes it in to Jonathan Borum. Jonathan Borum brings it up the court. Borum over to Seiler, puts a 3 up in Walls' face and drains it. Oliver Springs lead is down to 9 with 44 seconds left. Ingram is fouled by Bennett. That's Bennett's 3rd foul. Be 2 shots for Ingram. So with 44 seconds left, Oliver Springs leads 59-50. Just need to hit the rest of the free throws down the way to ensure the victory. Ingram, shot up and good. Extends the lead back to double digits at 10 points. Ingram for the 2nd shot. Ingram puts it up and through. Good. Ball pass into Borum from Holmes. Borum brings it up the court past the timeline back to Bennett. Bennett shoots a NBA 3 and he hits nothing but air. Ringley, who got fouled by Holmes but it wasn't called, he gets fouled in half court by Boyd. So with 33 seconds left, Oliver Springs leads 61-50. Ringley will be at the line for 2 shots. Got some substitutions now for Oliver Springs. While you're pulling the starters out, Mark Bratcher comes in for Tony Ingram, who played a fantastic game. The whole team played a fantastic game. Ringley at the line for 2. First one up and rolls in and out. Again, he's got the Steve Hamer effect. Another replacement. Lawson comes out with Kenny Bain coming in for the Bobcats. Ringley at the line for a second. Up and good. That's a load off, monkey off his back. Olive Springs leads by 12. Ashley Hovader comes in for Andrew Walls. And another substitution. Chuck Jones comes in for Keith Ringley. Ringley didn't score much, but his defensive presence was felt. Cedric Holmes did not score that many points tonight, and it was because of Keith Ringley. Ringley was on him. Borum gets the ball up the court, guarded by Bratcher. Throws it away. Oliver Springs retains possession, leading by 12 with 29 seconds left to go in this ball game. So Nick Bashota comes out. He's replaced by Price. Hovader brings it up the floor, gives the Bratcher. Bratcher over to Price. Price fouled by Holmes. And some of the Oliver Springs fans are letting it be known that this game is over. So after being swept by Harriman last year, Oliver Springs has returned the favor and swept the defending AA state champions. Price at the line for 2 shots. Shot is up and no good. Price gets ready for the second. Shot up and no good. Rebound Bennett. Bennett brings it down the floor. 16 seconds left. Over to Seiler. Seiler fakes, dribbles, shoots, and scores. 10-point lead, 8 seconds left for the Bobcats. Holmes blocks the ball off the cheerleader's head. She seems to be okay down there, laughing it off. I don't know. Price inbounds to Bain. Bain up to Bratcher. Bratcher with 3, 2, 1, puts a shot up. No good, but it doesn't matter. The Oliver Springs Bobcats are at least co-champions in District 7 AA with a 62-52 victory over the defending state AA champion Harriman and Blue Devils. We'll be back in just 1 minute with an interview with Coach Stan Ballard of the victorious Oliver Springs Bobcats. Again, telling you the final score, Oliver Springs 62, Harriman 52. All right, we're back with the victorious Oliver Springs coach, Coach Stan Ballard. Coach, just want to touch on the game. You had a 10-point victory, maybe a little closer than it was overall. Give your thoughts on the game.
Well, I thought we controlled the game pretty much the entire game. Real proud of our defensive effort. Was outstanding. I felt like offensively in the first half we were a little flat. They came out in 2-3 zone and we just worked the ball around, didn't really try to penetrate. But in the second half we opened it up. I really think that we won the game by a bigger margin than 10 points because, we missed a ton of free throws down the end after we'd subbed, and so I'm very proud of our kids.
All right, one touch on defense there. You're also at least a share of District 7 AA champions in the regular season. But speaking of defense, Cedric Holmes, he scored 16 points overall, but he scored 9 in the fourth quarter, and 4 of his other points came in the second quarter. So overall, you really shut him down by collapsing on him. Talk a little bit about your defense on Cedric tonight.
Well, number one, Keith Ringley, we collapsed and we double-teamed and triple-teamed, but the bottom line is Keith Ringley won the war. We had a war tonight between big men, and Keith Ringley won it, and that's just the bottom line on that right there. So, on top of what our teammates did and helping him, Keith did an outstanding job of just shutting Cedric down. Most of his points came late after the fact, so Keith did a great job.
Well, one more question. How does it feel to be at least sharers of a District 7 AA championship?
As much as I hate to do it, go Harriman. Beat Scott County tomorrow, and let's just win it all.
All right, thanks, Coach. And I definitely want to reiterate on that. Go Harriman. Please beat Scott County tomorrow night. All right, and once again, telling you the final score, Oliver Springs 62, Harriman 52.